Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. I thought we were having a tornado this morning. I thought I was going to be like little Dorothy, you know, with my house flying in the air, landing in Oz. It was crazy.
Okay, I am so nice. I go and get Zach coffee most mornings, and I went this morning in this torrential downpour. And when I went, it was a problem. But when I came home, it was an extra problem.
Yeah.
So I actually learned this from Travis. On my car, there is a line on the door, on the outside of the door. And that is basically like how high up the water can go before it's a problem, like a real problem. It wasn't there, but it was approaching. And I was like, there were some cars behind me. There was this little Kia Sorento. And I was like, listen, honey, if I'm having questions, I don't have a single question about you. You are not going to make it.
You need to turn around.
Yeah.
Whatever you're doing, it is not worth it. I got out of my car. I woke up to the best text of my life, which is Trey saying, do you want to ride together? And I said, oh, and I was hoping that would happen.
And that's really a rhetorical question because it's always a yes.
Yes. I said, Lord, I woke up and I said, Lord, if it is in your will to make me really, really happy today, please let Trey have written that.
Bring Trey to my driveway as close to the door as possible.
I do not want to drive by myself in this. And then I said, yes. And then he called me and he was like, it's real bad out here. And I said, okay, let's push. I have to be here anyway. My husband is flying with our oldest son, Chance, to El Paso, Texas for a college they have there. I don't know anything about the college. I guess, I don't know, Texas,
like
El Paso or
camp,
something.
though,
It's
right?
like a football camp. He's been doing football camps nonstop. So we've had Baylor, we've had this. He's done a bunch outside of this. I don't even know where he went, but I swear every weekend he has like 1 or 2 football camps. So this time they're going to El Paso. So him and his friend are here and I had to drive them here anyway at 10:30. So I was like, listen, perfect. Let's just get it done. And he's somewhere. He's looking at, we have a showroom of all of our sports lockers we've ever done. So I was like, Chance, come look at my podcast studio, which is not a big deal, but you know, it's the only thing I have in my life. And then we walk in and Travis totally steals my thunder with Chance and his friend. And he said, hey, do you guys want to go look at our, all of our sports locker room, like showroom? And I was
like, no, they don't. They want to see our podcast
they
studio.
want to see my studio. And so I asked them to come by, but we'll see because they were still trying on helmets from all these different universities and sports teams whenever I left. I was like, dang it.
Well, it was a big week in the Hollman house. Cruz is officially on the road.
He turned 15. I had an appointment to get his permit that day.
And how long or how far in advance did you have to make this appointment?
It was like 4.5, 5 months.
What?
Because I wanted it on his birthday. Yes,
wow.
It is.
Because for Chances, you went somewhere kind of far, right?
Oh yeah, we went forever. This one we didn't. We went to Garland, which wasn't that bad. For Chances, we drove like an hour and a half to get it on his birthday because I was like, listen, I'm going to make this happen. And then Travis was like, seriously, Stephanie? And I said, listen, it's important. It's a rite of passage.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Well, okay, so if you have a 14-year-old, know that you have to make that appointment
if you live in Texas,
today.
Get those appointments scheduled. If you care about the date, like I always wanted them on their birthday. I think it just makes the birthday
like every
special.
kid that's getting their permit definitely cares about the date.
If you wait till their birthday to figure it out, you are not going to be their favorite parent. They're going to be like, dang it, I have to wait 4 or 5 months before I can even get my permit. This is crazy.
So was this one as emotional as Chance getting his permit?
No, I mean, I cried like a baby when Chance got his license, his permit. It was a kind of like a little... I don't know, not really. I feel like when Cruz leaves by himself and drives away, that's when I will lose it.
I feel like though when Cruz gets his license, he might even still wait a few days before he goes. So I don't feel like he's gonna be in a rush to go somewhere.
He's still the only thing that drove me crazy about Cruz is he got his permit and he told everybody that he would pick them up for his birthday. So we were out doing carpool situations. I was like, dude, this is
all day.
You do not know how long it takes to get from everybody's house, So I mean, we just did a few because some of the parents I had told them before, oh yeah, just drop them off about 5. We have dinner reservations at 7:30. My kids are also in this really fun age where they're high maintenance and all they want to eat for their birthday is a steak. It went from,
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, literally to Nick and Sam's or in our case, Catch. So Cruz we took him to Catch. Travis and I had a date night one night and Chance last minute spent the night with a friend and then we kind of felt bad leaving Cruz home alone. So we were like, would you like to come with us on a date night. So we took him to catch, and he loved the food. So he wanted to have his birthday dinner there. So I had that set up for him. So I'm sure the people, we walk in and they think it's going to be Travis and I, right? And a whole group of adults, and it's 15-year-olds. And then Travis and I are like, we're going to sit at the bar and we'll pay. But they ordered what they wanted. I always get Chance ordered like, what was it? Some like crazy thing with his buddies.
It was like some crazy like sashimi platter.
It was like this, it was a lot. Like where you could taste everything. Like he had like sushi, like lobsters.
They ordered the Big Daddy boat
they ordered
version.
like the big thing. And Cruz is so sweet because I come over there and I'm like, hey, this is it. You know, I was like, make sure you get a few of the like Wagyu fried rice. They're really good. And I kind of told them like certain things that I thought they would really like. And then Cruz was like, Mom, how much can we spend? What's our budget? And I said, for you.
Since you asked, you don't have one.
Yeah, you're good. I said, Cruz, you could not do worse than your brother if you tried on his birthday. So go have fun. Like order the like little non-alcoholic drinks. And then Cruz's little friend took it seriously. He was like, can I have a non-alcoholic beer? I was like, first of all, those are disgusting anyway. But second of all, I'm pretty sure non-alcoholic beer, no, I don't. I think that's a little too much. I'm talking about like the little fruity drinks.
Yeah.
But it was a great night. I was so tired. Travis and I went home and we were just beyond exhausted from cruise driving all day because of stress of having a 15-year-old behind the wheel and bad traffic. Travis is very calm and patient. I am not. I was like, when it was just him and I said, we're going to take the back roads all the way to your friend's house. We are not. I can't.
Well, thank goodness this rain waited till today because that would have really sucked if that was yesterday.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It would have been horrible.
You posted a TikTok of like Cruz walking back to the car after he got his permit, and the comments. Have you read the comments?
No.
They were so funny. All these people were like, I thought you got him a Buick, and then I saw the G-Wagon that was parked in front of the Buick. And that made a little more sense. But everyone was like, oh, nice Buick. And they're like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, no, and that G-Wagon is not his. That's his daddy's, okay? Mm-hmm. He has a Ranger Raptor, a white Ranger Raptor truck. And we wanted him to get a car like Chance's, which was like a little Defender SUV. They're fantastic. I love those cars. And they like are... They're tanks. They're tanks. Like I feel so safe with Chance driving that. And he said, I can't put my fishing pole in the back. I need some place to put my fishing pole. And my goal is to work and buy a bass boat one day. And I need a truck to pull my bass boat. And
Cruz is smart. Cruz said, how much was Chance's car? And they told him. And they actually got a really good deal on it because they bought it during COVID. So it was a good price. Not what a Defender costs now. And so Cruz is like, all right, so if I get a car less than that, can I spend the rest of the money on a boat? And I think y'all said no, right?
Yeah. And then Travis said, listen, if you can make straight A's, then we'll talk about getting you a boat. So we just bribe our children. Yeah. So I said, Cruz, you have that little plastic boat that we got you at, at like Bass Pro Shop, like little dinghy thing that like it's little plastic. And we have a little motor that you can connect to it. And I was like, you can still do all these, fishing tournaments. And I said, people feel so bad for you. You'll probably go, viral because everyone will have their real nice fast boat. And then you will go out there with your little plastic, like Home Depot boat with your little slow motor behind it. It'll take you 5 years to get out there. I say, you will go, people, as long as they don't know who your dad and I are, they'll probably get you a GoFundMe and get you a boat.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he's like, that's his goal. He wants to get a job. Like he's very different than my other child. Like Chance, I feel like he's so busy, but Cruz is like, I want to get a job. And yeah, like he has big dreams. He wants to get a job at a pet store because he likes animals and he would like to save up for a fishing boat.
Good for him.
And Chance is pretty smart. He wants to get a job next summer, but one of his friends has it where he's working and then his dad is like doubling whatever he makes. And I'm like, that's very smart. So Chance is like, I wonder if I can get that. We'll see.
Well, can I get that?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, me too. With my non-existent. I'm like, Travis, can you double what our podcast gives us?
Yeah, thank you. All right, we got to take a break real quick. We'll be right back. How's your home renovation looking?
We did a meeting.
How'd that go?
Amazing.
Oh.
I mean, I feel like we were really listening
Did
to.
you go?
I did. I wasn't going to.
Because she was
But then
scared.
I did therapy session beforehand, and my therapist said, Stephanie, you need to go. You're a team. And I said, I know, but it's just so uncomfortable when I feel like I'm in the middle of what.
But I'm sending the big guns of the team to the meeting to handle that.
Yeah. So then she was like, you should go. Like, like, don't shy away from things like hard things. I said, okay. So I did. And it was really good. And then I told our designer, I said, I almost didn't come. And he said, you were going to leave me alone with him. And I said, I know, I'm a chicken, but I'm here. I'm here. I swear. That was his exact word.
So are we under budget?
We are, like, Travis said yes to everything. Like, we really worked on the budget since you and I came. Like, I feel like it was really Trey and I going kind of like, we're helpful of where we should be. And I felt like everything was really reasonable. There was one bathroom that Travis was like, absolutely not. Well, there were 2 bathrooms that Travis was like, we got to taper back. Guess which bathrooms they were?
I hope, I'm going to guess the very back one by the elevator.
Nope. That one, that one we did not. That one's still going to be pretty.
The pool bathroom.
Nope. That one I think that one we're pretty good with. Mm-hmm.
Your bathroom?
No, that one we are going full force.
I was like, that's not it. I have no, what?
Yeah, we're still trying to come up with a budget for that because, and I agree with the designer. He's like, listen, this is, I think, the low end and the sky's the limit, which because our
with your bathroom?
Yeah, he was like, we can go as big or small as you guys want.
Well, I feel like that, honestly, that is where you spend the most
I'm like,
time
I would
in that
love
house.
to make sure that area of the room is really, there's certain areas that are, so there were 2 bathrooms that we kind of tapered back with. And I think that were the right choices was the boys' bathroom.
Yeah.
They're Jack and Jill.
That makes
because
sense.
we had tile like going all the way up. Like, and it was really expensive. And they are, I mean, it's a room that's going to be used, but they don't care. And Travis is like, whatever happened to just painting walls? And then, so we're doing.
Do you are there walls?
No,
that are
I don't think so. We realized that whenever we went
I don't
through
think you have a
everything.
lick of paint. I think it's just a lot of plaster.
Yeah, I think we decided there were like maybe 2 rooms that we're painting, and one of them's the pantry.
Yeah, paint's so overrated. You know what? And plaster it. Why stop there?
And then, so that room we took half of the tile off because it was, because it was little astronomical, and it still can look nice, but we don't need to go crazy. And then the other room that we were like, okay, just do this, make it beautiful, but like do it inexpensive, is we're turning our gym into where it can be a bathroom. And Travis is like, first of all, it's going to be a gym as long as we live there. And the only time we're going to use that is in between our workouts. And nobody is it's not really going to be used as an extra bedroom.
I forgot you were doing that.
Yeah, it's just for resale value. Because we feel like
Which I also just don't feel like you're going to ever sell that house.
But if we die, then
I mean,
maybe I think the house is amazing. People are like, why? Whenever I showed it on TikTok, like our renovation, everyone's like, why in the world would you not just move or tear it down? I'm like, I promise you, if you're not from Dallas, we have one of the best.
It's the most amazing lot
you've ever seen.
Best
it's really amazing in the location.
Because it's not in Highland Park. And if you know Highland Park, their taxes are halfway to heaven.
Yeah, it's like right outside Highland Park, but we are in, I think, one of the best
right
areas.
In uptown. It's you can walk to West Village, it really is. Like that lot is incredible. There are so many trees. You don't feel like you're in Dallas when you're at their house.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's like you're in the city, but you're also like in almost like a country or like a park. Yeah. It's really cool. And so we want to stay. The reason we bought our house was, first of all, because it was a really great deal when we bought it, but also
they didn't mean to.
Yeah, we thought we were never going to get it at the price we got it, and then we were like, oh, okay. And then the next day we were offered almost $2 million more than what we paid for it to sell it to somebody, because they were like, nobody could believe we got it at the price we did. But whenever we bought it, we've never loved the layout. Even when we redid it, it was more like, okay, we just spent a lot of money on this house and and we needed to make a lot of changes. So it was more like, okay, let's put money in, but it wasn't like the way that we would have loved it if we could have done it anyway. And also now that it is being done, like remember how in the back area that we added on, it was the floors, like the downstairs floors were buckling. Mm-hmm. So it's really interesting. We have another builder who is working on our house now. And whenever they tore all of that up, the engineers went in there and they said, the reason that is happening, we thought maybe he put it on a slab.
Yeah.
Okay, the floor, all of the boards underneath where our new area were rotted. Okay, like they were rotting.
Was it mold?
Okay, so this is what happened. The guy that built our house is like has all the floor vents. Mm-hmm. He put no floor vents in. So all of that moisture was getting trapped in there. So that was one of the biggest reasons.
You know what? Yeah. I said this guy was shady when they were building the house. I was preaching this until my face was blue. And they were like, no, he's great. And I was like, no, every time I would see him, he would show up in a different car. It was a Ferrari, a Bentley. It was something crazy expensive. And he would show up with like girls, like a different girl every time. And he's wearing like a full Roberto Cavalli, like full length fur coat in like the middle of summer. It was like Pimp Daddy's here. It was the weirdest thing. But when they would meet with him, he would drive this very humble Ford Explorer. And I'm like, it was very confusing. I was like, this guy is definitely robbing you blind.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I called this.
I mean, so that is, I don't know. I don't think he did it on purpose. I just think that the house was a little bit.
Well, there were a lot of things that I don't think he did on purpose. I just don't think he knew what he was doing. So, case in point, your kitchen table.
Yes.
Being the wrong height and then him just like adding a lift.
Our kitchen.
Oh, no, that's right. The banquettes.
Yes. Yeah. So they built it too tall. And we noticed it like right away whenever we moved in because it was like our legs were like up against our table. And he was pretty much like, well, sorry, I'm just like your liaison. Like you have to pay for it to fix it. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, but I feel like now we have like the perfect team. So those were really the only two places we tapered back were those two. And he had really gone through and priced everything out even more. Mm-hmm. So it was much better price. And then Travis, of course, took the hardwood floor color, which I really like because it's something that I don't see in a lot of homes. Mm-hmm. The reason I'm going to like this house is I don't feel like it's trendy. Everything we're doing is not trendy, including the floor color. I feel like it's timeless, but not like super, super trendy color right now, which I kind of like.
Yeah. It's going to be very earth tones.
Yeah, it'll be pretty.
Which is going to pull really well with how many trees you have and how many windows you have.
Yeah. Now there's one room that Travis also changed.
Oh, which one?
Let's take a break and I'll come back and tell you. Okay, so one of the rooms, like our new family room, with the fireplace that we were talking about. Okay,
yeah.
So in that room,
where the floors were rotted.
Yes, where the floors were rotted. In that room, the color was like a terracotta color, like
on the walls.
Yeah, on the walls. It was like almost. And Travis like, I hate that color. And I did not. I was like, I could have. Either way, I didn't care. So he told the guy, he was like, listen, just please pick another color. I think the guy still wants to do like a moody color, like something a little.
Like maybe like a mauve?
I don't know. I'm interested to see what he shows, but everything with Travis, if Travis doesn't love something, I think before I would have pushed him to just make the designer has a plan, let's just stick with it. And now I'm like, no, if we're spending enough, you should love every inch of this house.
Absolutely.
And before I think I would have kind of been like, no, because I like it, so we're going to keep it. But now I'm like, no, I really, really, really love the formal bar that we're doing in our house. We have this really cool room that's just going to be like, has a really awesome bar and like this huge bench seating. It's going to be amazing for just and like hosting people and stuff. And Travis does not love the seats. Now the seats are beautiful. It's one of my favorite things in the house, but he wants there to be
the bar stools. He wants a back.
Bar stools. He wants a back on them. And I'm like, as much as I love the seats how they are, I also am like.
So I don't disagree with him on that. Because solely for the purpose of like, if you're in a space where you're drinking and then you put someone on an unstable chair, they're probably going to fall. You got to give someone some sort of support to like catch themselves.
Yeah, but it's so cool. Like they literally look like almost like tree trunks, like the bottom of them. And then they have this like little stump that we were going to have. Is this my son?
Well.
My brother-in-law's here. And then, okay, I have two very special guests. My son, I told you earlier, is going to all of these camps. And today, Travis, who's the best dad ever, is flying Chance, our oldest son, and his amazing friend, Jackson.
Chance, come here.
Come here. Chance, I want you guys to be on our podcast. So come here, boys. Come sit.
Chance, tell the world how pretty your mom is.
Sit down.
That's the first start of this?
Yes.
Yeah, you're good.
So, tell us how great your mom is.
She's really great. She's awesome. She drives me everywhere.
She's what?
She drives me everywhere.
Oh,
Well, not
why?
anymore. Not
You should
anymore.
drive
Not
yourself.
anymore.
How do
Not
you feel
anymore.
about Cruz having his license now?
Yeah, it's a rough sighting. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know if I love it.
Why don't you love it?
Well,
I feel like now you can make him drive you places.
yeah. In my car?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But Chance is so sweet because he did let Cruz drive yesterday, and Cruz said to pick his friend up, and Cruz said, "Chance is being so nice to me today, Mom." And
Well, it
anyways,
was his
he
birthday.
It was his
Yeah.
birthday, but yeah, you were so
That was
sweet.
just
I
an
have to be.
exception.
Yeah.
How is
Like a one
Cruz
time.
as a driver compared to you?
I haven't seen him drive yet because he took my car, but I didn't want to go because I didn't want to drive.
You were scared for your life.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Well, that's
Okay,
great.
so Chance, tell Trey about what you guys are doing, where you guys are going, and what you're doing.
Okay, we're facing like your biggest fear. We're doing a workout.
Yeah.
So
The fact that you're flying to El Paso, a place I hate, to do something I hate. Wow, good for you.
thanks.
And
thanks.
tell everybody what position you guys play in football and what grade you're in and how old you are.
Okay, we're both going to 11th grade. I turn 17 next month, and I play safety and outside linebacker.
Okay, Jackson, get down there. He said,
Get up.
Now it's Jackson's time. I was like, "Do you guys want to be on the podcast?" And Chance was a little back and forth, and Jackson said, "Yes, we do."
I'm Jackson. I'm 16 and I play running back.
Is Chance a good, what are you, a safety? Is he
He's a really good
safety?
safety. He'll get a lot of minutes this year. He will start probably.
Are y'all planning on being like professional football players? Because I feel like y'all are spending a lot of money on these football camps.
I plan on going D1, but if the opportunity comes for the NFL, I'll do it.
Yeah, he will do it.
What is D1? What is
Please tell me what D1 is.
The highest level of football you can play.
What does the
At a
D
college
stand for?
level.
Oh.
So like a lot of like the
Like
big
Alabama or
Oh.
Georgia or like UTEP or UTSA. Like
I don't know what that means, but that's great. I'm rooting for you.
Okay, so Jackson, what's your favorite football camp you've done so far this year?
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, which is my school. Chance, we're doing that on Father's Day. I said, Travis, nothing says Happy Father's Day like going to
Oklahoma
State and watching your kid. Chance, Chance has not done Oklahoma State yet, so Chance, you have to lean in to the microphone. But what's your favorite football camp?
So far,
Yeah.
I don't know. I did East Texas A&M, and I've done Baylor, and right now it's probably Baylor. They both went like the same way, but Baylor at the end of it had like a bunch of mini games kind of thing. Like they did like after the camp, they did like tug of war, like position versus position, and then they did O-line D-line competition for like catching punts, which was super funny because they were extremely unathletic and slow. So they would like, you know what a punt is, right?
Yeah.
Do you?
No? I don't know. Is that where you just like kick it?
Yeah, you kick
Yes.
you kick at the ball and then you have to catch it. Like they were trying to catch it when you kicked it up, so it'd go like way up in the air and they'd try to run and catch
So
it.
tell them why
Oh.
it's funny for the like O line and D line because they're like the big
pounders.
like
Well,
the kids that like are on the line who don't let people through, but they're not really like into catching and stuff normally, right?
Yeah,
Huh?
they're definitely not used to it. Something different.
My biggest fear when I have a child is that they're going to want to play football and they're going to throw one at me and I'm going to be like, you're going to have to call Uncle Chance because that is so not my department. Wow. Where do you want to go to school, Chance?
Alabama.
Alabama.
That's
Why
your
Alabama?
dream.
I don't know. I haven't really like looked at too many schools. Alabama just like seems fun.
Stephanie, are you down to move to Alabama too with him?
You know, I think the girls are really cute there, so I'm wondering if that's
Really?
kind of part of it. Yeah.
Is that a part of it?
No, it's
Yes,
not.
it is.
Uh-huh,
Are you
yeah.
okay with your mom being like the dorm mom?
Not really.
Jackson, where do you want to go?
LSU.
LSU.
Oh, that's where my husband went. They got a lot of
LSU.
spirit there.
I love LSU. I feel like I would fit in, like the energy, and the
Yeah.
vibe they bring.
It's a vibe. They have a tiger on campus.
I want to see that. Like if I ever
I think
visit
they still
there,
have a tiger.
I want to go see the
They have a
tiger.
tiger on campus.
They have a tiger on
It's their
campus.
mascot.
Yeah.
But you just put it on a cage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like like you can like walk up and
Like the Longhorn.
I don't know
like
if you can
Texas.
pet it, but you can like
You
see it.
definitely, we are not petting it. No.
I don't think you can cut it either.
Yeah, well, they got a tiger. Doesn't Baylor have something?
Bear.
Oh, they have a bear.
Do they have a real
I
bear?
don't think they have a bear on campus.
They used to.
Oh yeah, I think it
You
was.
used to be able to like look in a hole and there's like a bear.
Oh, that's kind of like PETA needs to get involved. There's
I
just
know,
like
you would think.
a bear in a hole.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You're like yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, good luck at y'all's football
yes,
camp.
Thank you.
Thank
guys for
you.
coming.
Thanks for being our
Was it
special
very
guest.
scary?
No.
Your mom was like, "There's a special guest popping by," and I said, "Who?" Because there was a special guest at her dinner last week, and I said, "Oh, yay!"
Yeah, there we go. So so you are. That's a very special
Much
guest.
better special
I love
guest.
you guys. Have fun. Be safe. And I can't wait to hear. So you see, yes, ma'am. I love them. They're so sweet. Love you, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Bye, guys. Love you guys. Okay, that's my
What good
that's
kids.
my pride and joy.
Aw.
Yeah. So they're leaving.
Yeah, I don't know what they said. I couldn't tell you.
No, we were on.
D1 element P7. Like, you do what with the ball?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we were driving and I was like, do you guys what? I was like, oh, I have to do the podcast this morning. I said, do you guys want to come on and say a hi to everybody?
And they said,
And then Chance was like, I don't think so, Mom. And then Jackson was like, yeah, Miss Hollman, I love that. And I said, and Chance said, what are we going to talk about, Mom? It's you who knows nothing about football, and Trey, who's gay and does not care about football. And I said, that's why it's so funny. He said, but Trey is the funniest guy I've ever met in my life.
That is so true.
Yeah,
You know
and I
what?
said,
He's my
"See?"
favorite.
Yeah, and I said, see, that's why it's good because Trace doesn't know anything about it, and he can ask you questions, and
Yes.
so they were all about it. So yeah, there you go.
Well, on that note, we got to go.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Hollman on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast, and you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.